even if it might be better for Gnar, but the Karma is not going to be giving the best access to the Sylas.
Interesting draft priority here from Dignitas coming in. It will be Denethor debuting in
the lethal tempo Ezreal scary early on. That was barrier spent by FBI, but here they're going. Hombok's here though.
As well, the root onto Gnar, but now damage back out of Hui. That's first blood to FBI. Traded right back, and it's a double now to Hombok. XU cannot get onto the Ezreal, so that will be 3. Sentinels winning
Easy for Sentinels to clean up the rest of the fight.
Watching that action, we'll get back to that because top lane now, Huhi's walked up. Straight out from base. Denethor probably fine here as Impact's nowhere close. So skirmish for the Scuttle Crab on the top river right now. Darkwings roaming from mid lane. XU's in trouble here in a 1v2. He's taken out. Darkwings with the kill. Now 4 lost to Impact in his debut. That's tough as the flash engage from the bot lane. Gnar locked down by Huhi, and with Hombok there for the damage, Rahel can smack him down with Huhi getting the kill credit. Jad, okay?
Yeah.
You know what? You say now it's a bad call, but once he has that locket, saves Rahel's life, looks a lot better. Impact in a 1v1 versus Denethor top lane. All out used. Denethor is able to walk it out, though. Flash forward from Impact, looking for the damage, and he gets it! Impact says, welcome to the LCS for the solo kill.
Nicely done there by Impact.
Denethor for a reset. And Karma Caitlyn are able to get the bot wave in, so XU has a window now. It's on vision because the Scuttle Crab was taken, but Sentinels, they have a couple of people here. They might go for the fight after the Dragon. Smite is secured.
They could slow play this.
They go for the dredge line, lands onto XU level 6. J4's locked down. Cataclysm stolen by Darkwings. The shockwave is there, but that is XU down as Sentinels look for more. It's traded, losing their mid laner for the jungler. Darkwings for XU.
Actually, Dignitas is going to be completely so much damage from Palafox during that.
Yeah, it was a great shockwave from Palafox to kind of set up that initial burst damage. Now it's the grub started up by Dignitas. Palafox over the wall. XU will get 2. And Flag and drags out straight into Darkwings, who he can't follow up, but in comes Hombok. XU just has nowhere to escape to, and will go down for a 4th time this game. Got 2 of the grubs.
Wow. Yeah, his Skarner's insane.
In Fearless, he got 10 games of Skarner.
Yeah, and they were like 7-1 on Caitlyn as well, so the Caitlyn
mid lane here. Darkwings goes for the 1v1 against Palafox, but XU was waiting. Darkwings steals away the shockwave, but will die to XU. Ooh. As Dignitas get another kill on the board. Bot lane could be in trouble for them. FBI and Gnar low on health. Looks like Hombok and Huhi attempted a dive, but did not pull it off.
With Darkwings down, though, there's got to be a bit of a timer. XU's going to be able to come over, and Palafox has been in fog.
He's on vision. Hombok and Huhi see him, so they know that the J4 is there. As now they'll turn back onto him, but it looks like he'll be fine. Huhi flashes the wall, misses the dredge line. XU throws up the angry monkey and walks away as he actually walks back towards them, thinking that they can pincer onto Hombok, but on pursuit over the wall, Hombok's fine.
Really interesting sequence right there. As Darkwings teleports back, Palafox was shadowing, hasn't reset yet, and Sentinel's really trying to just keep their presence in this jungle.
Yeah, Huhi and Hombok are walking between the turrets in the mid lane here as the wave crashes in. So they're just giving Darkwings so much priority right now to get more and more plates, get the Sylas much earlier. Impact actually diverted his course. He started off walking the Dragon and said, you know what, play at the Herald.
Yeah, they should be able to get this unless Darkwings wants to make a fight here. He can teleport in if he'd like to. So it's really on Sentinels if they're choosing to do something, because they traded up hugely already. They got 2 turrets for this.
I think it's fine for them to not go for it. Darkwings gets the bottom turret.
Sacrifice for that. I really don't like the play to 5-man the Herald, and now
double turrets.
Everyone resets and Palafox sticks around.
Sentinels are now making the play on to Palafox in the top lane. He's got the backup of Gnar here to keep him safe. The shields from Orianna and Karma. Now the re-engage on to Huhi. Palafox with a kill. XU Cataclysm on the Hombok, who's trying to escape. They went between the turrets. Might have been unwise. All out from Impact to carry XU to the waiting arms of his mid laner. XU will live. Barely gets out, so Dignitas actually defend the play.
Pretty nice by Palafox. Giga Brain Palafaker at the moment. Roa build into the Archangel's build, so he's going to be very tanky here. That plus the Karma Shields is making it really difficult for Sentinels to actually finish off any of these kills, and the fight continues.
Yeah, the Herald went down, did not get the turret, and now Darkwings looks for the play up here with the help of Hombok jumping in onto Denethor, but again, the Karma Shields. Too much for right now. Dignitas get their top laner and support out of there, but the crucial thing is the Herald was I imagine Sentinels will now get their 3rd turret of the game.
Yeah, and there's still a 3,000 gold lead for Sentinels in this game, so they're still fairly comfortably far ahead. Rahel still working on completing his Manamune into a Muramana, and Impact is still going to be extremely difficult.
Survive the Sylas that are going to be jumping on top of you build. Impact's going to be nigh on kill to stay on this. Yeah, right?
I must have heard it.
Phrases just come from places, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Sentinels are on the Dragon right now. Dignitas will get a top turret.
Plays on, but they've just been unable to get the executes, and it's part of it is that tankier Orianna build. He's already
More
gone.
action potentially on the bottom side here is who he has the depth charge. Going to flash forward to land it onto Denethor. Darkwing's trying to reposition, cannot get the chains. Denethor is fine. Darkwing's in trouble as XU's trying to chase away Rahel and Hambach on the side. So that's Palafox on a killing spree. Hambach will eventually take down XU as FBI's in some trouble. Found Impact in the Dragon Pit. Double kill over to Palafox. Impact's all alone. Dignitas are finding a play in their favor as Impact will get shut down by the AD carry. Nervous on the Caitlyn. That's 3 for Dig.
You could see Golden Glue kind of wondering how did that happen at this moment, though, because this is a very important Dragon fight
for
Dignitas. They're still down in gold, even though they seem to be coming back in the game.
They don't have to go for this. They could give it up.
Very
it's
hard
only
for
the
them to
third
walk
Dragon for Sentinels.
Very hard.
Kind of locked down here. Spent a lot of time around that bottom line brush, and the team already walked away, but now we got back to safety. Impact and Huhi were not fully committed to keeping XU in place, and instead it will just be the Dragon taken by Hambach. Dignitas did not find an angle in, and they didn't even get the mid wave into this mid turret. As now Huhi engages in onto FBI. Impact's trying to get on top of him as well, but Huhi actually goes out first. FBI is fine. Hambach will eventually dive through and take down the AD carry as Denethor will fall as well. Hambach and Darkwing stepping up when Sentinels needed to get onto the crucial carries. They'll find 2.
And Sentinels just decide to full send.
Fight. So this is a huge opportunity for Sentinels. Dignitas, if they want to contest, they will have Karma and Jayce. Those aren't even ultimates.
They're peeling for a fight.
Now the Baron's down to 3K. They're just trying to deny the entrance, but it's stolen! XU's able to get into the pit and take it for Dignitas. Impact was over the wall, and he almost goes down. Still alive for now. Sentinels now looking for the team fight win since they didn't get the objective. Double kill to Darkwings. Hambach continues to chase.
Is in there.
Hambach is godlike as he will take down Gnar. It's just Palafox alive under the tier 2 top turret. Will flash with a shockwave. What a shutdown play for the mid laner of Dignitas.
Palafaker, the only one keeping Dignitas in this game. Nice steal by XU, but then everyone else loses the Baron buff outside of Palafox. And crucially, I think these death timers that we have with the spawn of this Chem Soul is going to allow the Soul to go over to...
So he flag and drags over.
This flash smites.
Flash, yeah,
flash favors Sentinels based on the current game state.
Ooh, shockwave in the mid lane on Huhi. Damage onto the Nautilus. They're trying to full send, but he's able to dredge line back to that mid turret and gets out of there. That's one ultimate down as now Hambach looks for the re-engage onto FBI. Big chunk of damage as the flash bar from Huhi will continue the engage. Huhi goes down, but he bought the space for the team. FBI stays alive for quite a while, but Rahel with the double kill is unleashed. XU goes back in. Denethor trying to get the damage in. They got the AD carry as it's just the mid laner and top laner left for Sentinels versus Dignitas with Denethor and XU. Now Darkwing's looking for the Proto Belt engage. They're not going to find it, but essentially a 3-for-3 trade in what looks like a great start for Sentinels.
Yeah, the start of that fight made me think the game was going to be...
There we go. He's got that
ready to go.
Armor penetration now for Impact as Hambach, yet again, the one focused on. Anytime he's far forward, Dignitas trying to engage, but it's so hard to actually lock down an Fury. Nigh impossible. Impact found a really big flank here. If he's able to get onto FBI, the AD here could be in trouble. He flashes away, and now he's doing damage! Shut down onto Impact!
That's huge!
4-item Caitlyn is doing it as XU finds the engage onto Rahel. The shockwave is enough. Rahel just barely living, is able to kite it back. Rahel is still alive! FBI takes down Darkwings regardless. Sentinels get the ready to carry out, but they will lose their mid laner. Hambach will take down Denethor. But that is a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Dignitas.
The timing on the Jarvan will be able to TP back in 20 seconds for
Baron's
the Elder,
so
Baron's probably gone.
Yeah, Baron's going to be gone. Hambach's not even going to go for the attempt.
But if they hold them off, that means they're going to be able to get Elder, which would just make the game longer and longer. Yeah, everyone should be able to make it back.
Orianna, 4 items completed. They're trying to get in there. The teleport's coming in for Impact now. Sentinels have Huhi.
He's in the wrong spot.
Trying to buy time. Huhi's going to go down. That is confirmed. Dignitas now have a 5v4 contest. Elder Dragon still at 7,300 as Impact's just trying to buy space. Hambach will now look for the engages. Palafox goes into the stasis. No one's actually looking at him. He got the shockwave off! Palafox, massive damage with a shutdown onto Humbug as the wheels fall off for Sentinels. Disaster for the boys. He was in stasis in the middle of everybody from Sentinels, but they just lost track of the Fed Orianna and completely ignored him out of the stasis. He gets the shockwave. Dignitas get the team fight. They don't need the Elder Dragon. They already had the Baron. They're just gonna barrel it down the bot lane here. 4 members strong, who he's trying his best, but he will not be enough. Dignitas showing up with a win in Game 1 of Summer.
Is it, in fact, Palafox Summer? A pretty good slot to be able to pick the Malphite here if he's able to get ahead of the curve of the game. Can become unkillable once again.
And I will say, stage completed regardless, as he's actually rotating down the river here. Flash out from Darklings as the Grand Starfall is used, as XU looked like he was going for the stun, and Darklings still trying to walk away, but is not able to get out of there, and that's Denethor with first blood.
Really nice play there. It's actually a try and be as powerful as possible on the Gnar, already make something happen.
Next he's going to go for another
battle in the
invade
Rapid Pit once again.
On a Hambach, yeah, I mean, Darkling's been all the way down as Hambach's going for the ultimate onto XU, trying to take the trade here. XU's trying to just get his mid laner to join in, throws up the Aegis Assault, and is not able to prevent the damage at the tail end. Impact, meanwhile, engage onto Palafox, and that is 2 kills for Sentinels.
Whew, that is a solo kill.
Yep,
for Hambach.
Worst summer break ever.
See if we can pull this one back, but...
FBI, let's see if he's able to get back here. As Temper Fate will go down onto the turret, buying the time for the dive. Hambach easily picks that one up. Sentinels pull off the kill and get a magical journey to safety. They're out of there.
Perfect crime.
FBI wants to do damage. If XU wants to do damage, you want that cleaver to shred through. As now play in the mid lane here. Supreme display of talent onto Palafox. Hambach got a killing spree as the coach laughs along. Hambach's giving us some highlight reels right now on the Kiana. Who he roams top lane as Denethor will look for the solo play onto Impact. Gnar ultimate to the wall, but with who he's slowing him down.
Ooh.
Tries to flash, but Impact still lands the ultimate. Denethor in a lot of trouble, but he's got the wave. He's trying his best to get out of Impact, and it's just not meant to be true.
It just, if Kiana gets on you and you're immobile, you have no way to play.
Ooh, another dive attempt here as Denethor
has
the turret behind him, and Hambach was not able to get close enough.
Too tanky.
Turn call used, only the 4-shot will land. Yes, too tanky. Impact is here, though. They could look to force it. 5 seconds until the unstoppable force. Malphite could just hard commit, not going to go for it as top lane. Now Darkwings has to back off from that turret. It could be a race for first turret. Teleport coming in from Sentinels into the bottom lane. They're teleporting Darkwings down there.
It was a nice defense there by Denethor to at least buy a lot of time and then run away. Darkwings would have been counter dove in the top lane, so that's why he backed up. And they're just redeploying right now because Impact is going to defend this turret now with his teleport overshield, and Darkwings is going to be able to keep collecting plate gold on bot lane.
Actually, very efficient TP at the end of the day from Darkwings. He's able to get a full wave. He gets some of the plates. They get the dragon as well, but now a deep TP play from Dignitas into the bottom red side tri-brush. The turret's low. Hambach can go for the dive here. They actually have the damage on a rampage. Goes Hambach as Denethor dies before the TP can even get in range. Palafox is there, but Darkwings is out of there. Meanwhile, mid lane, FBI's looking for some damage here onto Rahel. Colleen did a lot of work, but not enough to get the kill. Flash out from Darkwings, flash fall from Palafox. Darkwings is not out of enemy territory yet. Caught out in the bottom jungle as he will go down.
Darkwings falls at the end, but the sequence overall is still very good for Sentinels. You can see they've opened up a 4,000 gold lead. Crucially, Rahel didn't.
Do you know how to ride a motorcycle?
You do.
I do.
So you could do motorcycle stuff with gasoline.
Well, what if we all did motorcycles? I could teach the whole crew.
Well, then I'm going to die because I don't know how to ride a motorcycle.
I think you'll be fine. The Herald started up here by Dignitas. Sentinels are in the neighborhood. FBI gets chunked to about half health and is fine for right now. Dignitas will get the Herald, and they might get out of here as Impact coming in from the top lane and taking some damage from XU and Denethor, and his health bar barely moved. So that is a very tanky, armor-heavy Malphite.
Yeah, the shield from Malphite's passive, he has 313 armor when he hasn't taken damage for a little bit. Really hard to break that shield.
Sentinel support, though. Huhi might be out of position. He's able to take the magical journey to safety, throw out the Tempered Fate to buy some time. So ult down for the Bard, as he was very far forward trying to get some vision control. So maybe if Darkwings is ever kind of too far forward, you can make the play onto him. But as of right now, it's Sentinels trying to make the play. Palafox flashed on by Hambach and just taken out immediately. Darkwings.
That's about all you can do to outplay that one, aside from waiting in your Nexus, in which case the game ends anyway.
And it's feeling like that's the direction that we're going here. This is only 20 minutes into the game and a 5,000 gold lead, close to at least for Sentinels, as now the Grand Starfall used by XU is going to go through the Magical Journey because he just got Rahel straight out of the danger zone that is the Pantheon. In comes Denethor, though. They're trying to continue the chase down, but he gets out with the flash. Dignitas just can't make the pick happen. Yeah. Dragon, meanwhile, went over to Sentinel, so they got the objective and they get out. That was Dignitas' first flowers on the Kiana. He's, I don't know, what's Kiana's whole thing? She's got like the little circle blade as now Engage comes in from Impact, trying to dive between the turrets here. The first turret will fall in the mid lane as XU's caught out in his own jungle. Sentinels, the entire rift belongs to them. They'll take the turret and the kill. And Dignitas are still reeling, man. They just cannot deal with what Hambach is giving them right now. As now some damage comes in. They take the Magical Journey. Sentinels are trying to get onto Dignitas in the mid lane. Rooted up onto the carry. FBI's out of there. Impact on the killing spree as Rahel lands a deadly flourish to set it all up. Sentinels get 2, and they're looking at Baron.
Very nice on the kill participation. He has also been everywhere with the Bard. And Dignitas really trying to defend this one. They have pretty good Mega Gnar timing. It's probably worth an attempt.
Yeah, Denethor is close to hitting that Rage Bar. Not going to go for the steal, but they're going to go for the big engage. Denethor is into the pit, trying to take down Hambach. He's able to get him. Baron is secured by Sentinels, but the jungler's down, the top laner's down. Dignitas get 2 as a big shutdown comes in for the jungler. Now Grand Starfall used to stop the retreat path. He's able to lock down the mid laner. Darkwing's in trouble. Aegis Assault is used to block all the damage, but a great stun from Hui denies the rest of Dignitas from following up. So it's only going to be the 2 kills for Dig.
But some big kills. That was a max bounty. Soul. A little bit of a hiccup, but they did technically get the Baron. So Darkwing's able to use these empowered minions to collect turret gold, make it a little bit better that they gave over.
Trying to jump away, slowed by the seismic shard. Darkwings throws a laser at him, but Denethor is back to safety. So TP down for Darkwings.
Pretty risky if they chase Pantheon, though.
Now XU's just going to fly over the top and get straight in onto Darkwings. Throws down the gravity field and is able to turn it back around. Temper Fate lands onto XU as the rest of Dignitas were trying to get away. XU now in trouble as Hambach over the wall just deletes Palafox yet again. And Hambach can do no wrong. The double kill for the jungler. Talent supremely displayed there as Sentinels will win another team fight.
I mean, they win the team fight. They might win the game. That was 4 kills. We're only 24 minutes in, so the respawn timers are low enough, but that just brings them right back into completely dominating this one. Just a perfect engage, being 10,000 damage. That's a really low amount of damage in a 25-minute game.
Tempered Fate from Hui, flash onto Palafox, flash response. Palafox is able to dodge around it. FBI's trying to get away from Hambach, but he can't hit the blast cone! He goes down, Hambach with another double kill. Diving under the mid turret, making a triple. Can they give him the penta? There's an angle for it. If Sentinels want to gift their jungler quite a start to Summer Split, it looks like they're just going to go for the game instead. The turret will fall, the inhib will fall after. Waiting for the next wave to come in. It'll be a 2-man defense from Dignitas under the Nexus turrets. Denethor and Gnar trying their best, but Sentinels are just too strong. 10, 1, and 3 for Hambach on the Kiana. What a performance from Sentinels. What a performance from their jungler. Game 2, go Sentinels.
Let Hambach cook, man. That Kiana was impressive. His Nefiri was also exceptional in the early game of Game 1.
So the first movie's terrible, and then the second 2 are great. That's a tougher one.
Because they never make the second movie.
Yeah, you'd have to make a sequel to a bad movie.
Yeah, different style.
It's a different style. And that's not, I'm not saying it's a bad movie, I'm just saying it's different. And also, Game 1, not bad from Sentinels. They just weren't able to close it out as Gnar takes a big chunk of damage here from Hui. He's engaged, flash forward, gets the Q stun. Rahel with first blood. 2 minutes into the game. FBI now trying to run away. Flash is a little late as the Zenith Blade will go wide from Hui. Rahel still wants it, it finds it! Double kill to Sentinels bot lane. Not there yet. Not a big combat summoner spell, or rather ability from either of them, but the flash from Hambach lands Vault Breaker, and in comes Hui yet again. Palafox cannot get out, will go down. Meanwhile, top lane, Denethor and XU might look for a dive onto Impact. Level 6, he's now engaged. XU starts to tank up the turret. Public XU from Denethor, but it's not enough! They don't have the damage, and XU goes down to the turret. A disaster for Dignitas as Impact holds the line. How many times have rookie top laners had to learn?
He does not die. Still just sitting on that door and shield, so he's got a...
For Dignitas. They just tried to make The play happened top. They even looked for the play mid, but then not able to pull it off in time. So he's able to make another run mid. Now getting some damage on the bot side here as Gnar lands the hook shot, flash shot from Hui. Rahel is getting some damage on FBI, but in comes XU from behind, the flank from Hambog. Vi got behind XU, level 6 Vi. Rahel on a killing spree, and Sentinels are just breaking the ankles. But still,
oh, they're ready
is
for
this
the
enough of a
counterplay.
dive? FBI has the damage here as well. They're still going to need somebody to tank it up. It's the flash engage on FBI, and he's just dead! Impact yet again, outplaying the dive. He's got the entire team behind him as Darkwings, Hui, and Hambog all join in on the party. Yeah, swing rate for Sentinels.
Yeah, I mean, Hui said it by, they're just looking towards Impact. Like, can we kill the Shen now? Can we kill the Shen now? No, no, no.
Oh, Denethor is actually winning the trade still against the Shen. Honestly, if you just leave him 1v1, I think it's a better opportunity for Denethor rather than sending everybody out. Hambog. Dignitas are in the neighborhood if they want to contest.
They are 50 minutes, and the objective bounties have already turned on, though. Tells you the current
pillar onto
state of the game.
Bringing attention onto the Leona. Heal is used. They're trying to lock down the support. The Shen shield will come in. Sand United not in time as Gnar will be traded. It's a 1-for-1. Supports go down. XU pops the subjugate, trying to get some damage back onto Hambog, but the ball breaker flash by FBI. Cannot flash away from the ultimate. He will get the kill, but it's traded 1-for-1 yet again. Denethor was trying to get in with the TP, but Impact was able to stop it. Looked like it was being channeled right there. Maybe not either way. It was a 1v1 in the bottom lane. Dignitas will trade 80 carry for jungler and support for support.
Yeah, Dignitas takes those. When you're down 6,000 gold for 50 minutes, you can get a 2 for 2.
Oh, Impact's still looking for more. He has Darkwings behind him, and Gnar thought maybe he was the one to make the play, but a double kill to Darkwings. The mid threatening engage between turrets. Wait for the Herald to hit that turret. Ooh, the Trundle pillar actually goes up in time, but in comes Rahel with the damage. You're just gonna dive it. Who cares about a turret when he can just kill the enemy team? Double kill picked up for Hambog, but that's traded back one. Hambog could be in some trouble as well. Low health bars on the rest of Sentinels. FBI, can he land the last bomb? Does not hit it onto Hui, and Rahel is unleashed. Rahel goes onto the turret on his own. FBI out of mana, out of time, out of space on Summoner's Rift. And that is another kill picked up by Sentinels. That is a 3-for-2 trade overall. Rahel's trying to get out of there. Running away from Palafox. Taking the ultimate not very far, though. Double kill from Rahel at the very end, but can he get out of here now? Palafox trying to chase him down, but doesn't have the summoner spells. You have to imagine Rahel's out of there. Takes a blast go to safety. 80 carry out. Gnar still continues the chase. Hextech ultimatum. He says, all right, you got some gold. Go spend it. Give me a shutdown while you do so.
On the tail end of this fight, pops the flash and barrier to finish it off.
Man, that Zeri just completely shredded the Ambessa. That was probably 4 autos for the full health bar right there. As the third dragon's taken from Sentinels outside of the replay. Top lane, looks like Impact will be able to hold this. I don't think Palafox can get up and hit that, so it's going to be the turret saved. Hey. Palafox can't even take it down with all of those crystals. Close. No, not going to happen. While we're talking about that, though, reminder the LCS
fight back into Sentinels, just kind of trying to mob onto people.
Yeah, and maybe they find the engage right here. Yeah, Rahel the 80 carry. Everybody's trying to dive in on them, and they got it. Palafox with a kill. Beautiful flip back from Darkwings, though. Could turn the play back for Sentinels, but Hui's in some trouble. Teleport comes in. Impact's logging down XU, but a flash back away means that he's fine for now, but only for a moment. Darkwings picks up that kill now on a rampage. It's a 2-for-2 trade. The bot lane dies. Flash engage from Impact back onto Palafox, but he might wish he had not done that, as he just doesn't have the damage from the team behind him. FBI gets that kill, making it a 2-for-3 trade in favor of Dig.
That's enough. We're in Palafox summer after all.
3.
It's still pretty dire unless Gnar can make something happen.
Hey, he loves these builds, man, and he's getting close to full build here as the engage from Denethor lands a public execution and executes Impact on the spot. Top laner down for Sentinels.
The teamwork coming in, and a panic Baron start here by Hambog. It is 5v4. If Dignitas walk over there, they still have XU's Trundle ultimate as well.
It was the only combat ultimate was Denethor. Palafox is trying to rotate around with his, but Baron is stopped. It's a 5v4 fight at the Dragon. 4 seconds till it's up. Impact does have Stand United, so Dignitas will have to take this fast. Weaver's Wall is going to block off the approach from Gnar, as now Sentinels actually look at the support. Darkwings has not thrown out the seismic shove, and they still get him anyway. Gnar goes down through the Hextech ultimatum. The Dragon is secured for Dignitas. They deny the soul, but they trade their support for it. Now Sentinels, they want more. Impact just spawned. Yeah. He has Stand United. This is big for Sentinels if they find it. The seismic shove goes wide. The Zenith Blade goes wide, but Rahel, the flanking theory. Can they take him down? The Shen ulted onto him. Dignitas just can't get in range. Dark Wings is unstoppable. Rahel takes down XU, and Sentinels with a man advantage will take this team fight. Rahel lives under the turret, and Sentinels find an ace.
Oh, unfortunate there for Dignitas. Couldn't quite make the escape there, and we said
it's so tough because if you run up there, you're also running into the Shen, who's just going to taunt the entire team at that point. So tough for. As again with the Baron buff, I imagine that the structures will all be falling on the side of Dignitas.
I mean, still pretty hard to end against Ziggs and Trundle if they dive in. Oh, quick little pick on
nice
Dark Wings.
Pick. Yeah, Dark Wings threw out the Weaver's Wall to try and go through mid lane. Gnar stops it with Hextech Ultimatum, but Impact and Stand United is too much. Keeps his mid laner alive, takes down the enemy support. Denethor caught on the rotation. That's Rahel on a rampage, but a shutdown for Palafox keeps Dig potentially alive. They take down the enemy mid laner in a 1-for-2 trade. Sentinels still trading up here. Now they're going to full commit on to FBI under the turret. He's trying to get back to the safety of his team, but he just can't do it. They're focused on Huhi. The AD carry traded for the support as Hambach still has the GA available, but the turret's going to go down. GA is popped. It's XU and Palafox versus 3. And they're holding the line for now. Sentinels will back off.
They're just going to take
again,
the gold.
They have so much gold in their pockets. Like one flash on the least valuable member, you have to imagine, as Rahel just pops the ultimate, jumps straight in onto XU. Not enough damage to follow up, and if they can just prevent the fight from continuing, Dignitas are trying to cut away, but Hambach says, no, you're not going anywhere. Rahel's trying to get the damage in. He's safe for now. The seismic shove will set up Rahel to get the first kill, and the dominoes continue to fall. A double to Rahel. Hambach on a rampage, and Sentinels putting the final touches on this Game 3 with a decisive teamfight win.
Chase down that final kill, get the ace. Everybody run down mid lane. 14 kills here for Rahel, but I really feel like Impact put his mark on this game.
31-13 at 29 minutes into the game. What a crazy way to close out the series. Sentinels off the back of a jungler, just refusing to step down, and Rahel with a carry performance will take Game 3 and end with a win in debut of Summer Split.
Scary start to the series for Sentinels, losing the first one to Dignitas, but that